Hi, this is Ron from POCculture.com. Louis, Courtney, how are you?
Great. It's nice to meet
I'm
you.
I'm good. Say I want to let Courtney needs to go first because I keep stepping on her. I wait, then she waits, and then I say something, she says something. So unprofessional. Sorry, Ron, you had to see that. I know you only have 4 minutes. What's
Don't you
good,
worry.
bro?
Don't you worry about me, Ron. If I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk.
It's true. Hey, she's not
No
lying with that.
problem. No problem. Well, I love this film. Then, Courtney, let's start with you. I know you worked on Coco. I'm wondering what you took from that experience to apply to this film.
Yes, I mean, I've worked on quite a few films, and I think I've been a part of so many different productions that I think that I kind of took cherry picked the best things from each of those productions, because in the Spark world, we have a lot of autonomy, and Louis and I really got to define how we wanted to make this film, like how we wanted to structure it for our crew, the kind of experience we wanted to create. And that stuff was really important. Those are some of my favorite memories. The movies that I worked on that I really felt like I had a strong connection with my team and with the actual filmmakers, and wanted that to be really important in the making of Nona. And I think that we ended up with a family at the end of the film. So that was the important thing for me.
That's great. And Louis, you also, just like Courtney, have a lot of experience, but this is your first time directing. So obviously it's a little bit of a different muscle. What did you learn from past projects that allowed you to take this on?
Oh, different things, right? Here's the one thing I can tell you for sure I knew going in, which was story sucks anytime, all the time, right? Like, and I mean that in the way that it's hard to really tell a good story. It just is hard, right? Like it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of failure. So I understood that. So I needed to focus on the things I didn't understand, the things that, to use your metaphor, like the muscle that I didn't use was team building, was running a team, which was actually directing, right? Being the leader, trying to be the leader I wanted to be, because I never really had the experience to be that leader. Even if you're a head of story, you kind of are reporting up and reporting down, right? You're kind of in the middle. You're helping two aspects, but when you're directing, everyone's looking at you. So you have to be on point with how clear you are. You know how you have to choose. I had to choose every day, and it sounds funny, but I had to choose to remind myself every day was a special day, because I never wanted to miss a day where I was like I fell off and I yelled at Courtney, or I got mad and snippy. I wanted it to be as fun as possible for not just myself, but for the whole team. Because my philosophy, and Courtney subscribed to this too. This is why we hit it off early on, which was we both wanted our team to be healthy, happy, because we believe that that's where the best results come, right? From people wanting to be a part of it to actually, to making sure that they are part of it, right? We used to tell them like, hey, you guys try whatever you want. If it fails, that's my fault. That's Louis's fault, not yours. If it succeeds, it's your success, not mine, right? So please take a chance, do something fun, bring yourself to it. I may not always agree with it, I may not use it, but I will listen to it intensely and see how it fits, and we'll talk about it, right? And I felt like that was a healthy thing for us to have in terms of a team balance that I didn't have in the beginning. I had to kind of think about other directors and what I loved about them and what I maybe didn't like about some of the things they did, and I just cherry picked, just cherry picked and said, okay, I'm going to try and be this guy, you know.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of muscles and story, wrestling is obviously the theme. Why was wrestling? I love the Randy Savage reference there in the story. Why was wrestling the right vehicle to tell this story?
Because wrestling to me is a lot like a soap opera, a cartoon, and an athletic event all wrapped into one. And you put that together with the grandmother, and it feels like it's two different parts of the world, right? It's like your left brain and your right brain. So I figured like that's a fun place to play. A character that's you're not used to seeing and loving in wrestling, that's already a good start. Let's find out where the story takes us.
Courtney, anything to add to that?
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay.
He was waiting for that moment.
You put it so perfectly that nothing else needed to be added. Well, thank you both so much. I really had a lot of fun watching this short, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ron. Take care, brother.
Take care.
Got her.